opportunities, but over time, their growing numbers of leadership and open declaration of sovereignty have sparked deep unease among Ghanaians. Tonight, the spotlight on the Igbo tribe in Ghana. Of course, the Igbo tribe of Nigeria and their dominance. Special edition, a kingdom beyond borders. Hashtag Igbos must leave. I am Kweku Annan. Tonight, we're coming to you live from the very HQ here in the studios of CTV. We're live across dozens of stations speaking the feed, plus our own. Sunyane is on the beats on 88.1 FM. Western region is on the beat on 99.1 FM. And of course, in London, GOB is on the beat and they are streaming on modernghana.com. And tune in. Still on GOB, they are flipping their dial on www.gobtv.tv. Plus, Apple Music. Still on the super dial, of course, we're live across on our social media handle, YouTube, Facebook. The link is my CTVGH. My CTVGH plus the interactive segments on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461. 020-297-3461. This is the WhatsApp line tonight. Of course, I welcome all viewers here in Ghana and around the world. This is the most biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline. Tonight, we call all friends, loved ones from wherever you are, and however. Folks, we are your reliable news source, your reference point, the investigative magazine show with Kweku Annan, your investigative journalist and the host of this show. Folks, tonight, brace yourself. Of course, the much anticipated special edition I spoke to you about over the week, over Friday sometime, last week Friday, I spoke to you about this special edition coming. And I said, folks, brace yourself, for this very special edition we titled A Kingdom Beyond Borders. A Kingdom Beyond Borders. Hashtag the Igbos must leave. And I'm quite sure many of you know what we're about tonight. Yes. It's been how many days, weeks, months? There has been this huge build-up, a massive build-up and a rage across the social media. What is there? Many Ghanaians, hundreds and thousands of Ghanaians here and around the world are very much uncomfortable about the very preposition of a group of Nigerian nationals call themselves the Igbo tribe. Of course, with one man single out telling the rest of us that yes, he's here to represent, or if you like, to establish the Igbo kingdom here in Ghana. Of course, many have asked the questions, or of course, his very, positions and his movements within the country, of course, begs a lot of questions that under what circumstance can somebody walk from across the border and enter another jurisdiction or territorial and declare himself a king of a group of people, not a group of tribal? Nigeria is made up of what? Several tribes. We have the Hausas, we have the Yorubas, and we have the Igbos, and many more, of course. So then it begs the question, why this individual will drop here and says, I want to, I'm here and I want to enthrone myself as the king of a group of tribe from Nigeria called Igbo, and not a king over the Nigerian nationals. Even with that, he's creating a segregation, if you want. I mean, that how would you say that you want to make represent a group of people and not the entire Nigerian nationals? And two, they are making all the efforts to, as it were, to be gazetted or some sort. And of course, if what I've heard from some of the videos we've captured, well, he says he went through the the traditional rites, and so he was gazetted by the Ga Manche and all of that. I don't know the rest of the traditional rulers that they visited. There too, same was done. But then the question, remain: Must this man, Ezi Chukwudi, what's the other name, Jude, must he, walk down the aisle and entangle himself with all of the above questions and the issues here and there, and now it's beginning to crush our heads up? Ghanaians are asking more questions. Must he even demand to be gazetted? Why wouldn't he rather say, oh, I'm here to represent my people? That's the end of case. I am here to represent the Igbo people, so that in case that they run into trouble, my place becomes a hub or a convenience for them, or for us to resolve the issues and all of that. And the end of case. But then again, another question coming, or another question on the table: why is he being selective? There are lots of Nigerians here. Why is he selective, specifically now going for the rescue of the Igbo guys and not the rest of the Nigerians? Why? I mean, there's so many questions beneath that we need to, ask in order to ascertain all of this. Now, again, some questions come in, such as, we have the Nigerian High Commission here, and the Nigerian High Commission obviously takes, he takes care of all Nigerian nationals, yes. So any Nigerian who runs into trouble, the High Commission is there to, as it were, to come to their rescue and all of that. Must we, again, entertain somebody believed to be who, that he wants to establish his kingdom, to also take care of another group of Nigerians, this time a small tribe or sort of? What is that about? Can the High Commission take care of all of that? But then again, another argument also flying out there that, Kweku, look at it all. When you go outside there, we have Ghanaians also in abroad who have, as it were, created some small, kinships and what have you. Yes, it makes sense to me. And I have argued with quite a number of people throughout this week, and I said, that for me is inconsequential in the equation. But I don't think we have Ghanaians in London, in Germany, in Amsterdam, and elsewhere who would go to, for example, like the Britain, who go and tell the British Metropolitan that, look, I want to, this is so and so, this is this. And they are there, the operative word is representation. They are there purposely for representing Ghanaians. Case closed. I have not heard anybody out there in London, in Amsterdam or elsewhere asking the authority of the state that I want to be enskinned, I want to be crowned, I want to, put up my throne, and that the state must recognize me as such. Me, I've not heard, or I stand to be corrected, though. Folks, tonight we are going into all of this Igbo crisis, Igbo here, Igbo guys here and there, and all of that. Tonight, part one. It's going to be something else. And if you miss tonight's show, you've missed a lot. So tonight, I engage you, call a friend, call a brother, call a sister, call anybody you know all over the world. And let's glue to our set. Of course, and those of you watching on your televisions, of course, good one. And those of you who may not be lucky to view the program on your televisions due to whatever it is, go to the social media, YouTube, Facebook, the link is. Don't be worried at all, okay? Don't be worried at all. Everything is there. And you can watch the show from your base, okay? Now, still on the bill, tonight, the opposition New Patriotic Party, yes, we are going to look at something. The aftermath of the Ablekuma North constituency rerun. We are going to look at something there tonight, and then we assess all of that as far as the candidate is concerned, and also some of the personalities who were on the ground and matters arising. We'll look at that first before then we come to our special edition tonight. Our special edition, a kingdom beyond borders. Hashtag the Igbos must leave. Folks, may I quickly disabuse the minds of those of you who think, Kweku, I am here preaching what you call hate message. No. This program I'm doing, it's careful. You know, we are very careful about what we are doing. I will not start preaching hate. Neither I would preach, you know, xenophobic messages or some sort. No, I don't hate Nigerians. I have nothing to, as it were, to talk about Nigerians for whatever. No. But you see, folks, we need to get some things and get them straight. There are so many things out there they know. Our brothers and sisters, our brothers and sisters, as far as the Nigerians are concerned, they know what I'm talking about. The Nigerians have gained a notoriety for so many, you know, I don't know how I should put it. I don't know the adjectives to use. Very nasty and bad. And tonight, I'm going to showcase some of them for them to know. Folks, let's get started. And I dream common audience special edition way. So I'll be joining ya special edition tonight. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister. Call anybody you know. All of us together we sit here and talk and make a sense of it all. Any maybe be PP anadri na ebe humpa beko yi. Asema me yebedi hu nkomo yi. Abeda eye announcing time so for quite some time now. Now we social media no so there's a spark. There's a rage. There's an avalanche of whatever you call it. Eguha enya asem ketwa. Ghana for kasa bi tiem bi teso obi Canadian. Neni na efa papaya waba omemu ha. O kana asem se ba waba ni na no oba be represent eye enipaku bi a wono efri Nigeria wono ma betna omemu ha. Na ono oba be represent sa nkrofo no. Na ninsem ni na mu ni se de wo ka ni na no kire se SSE so be represent o mo so de a ena na SSE eden obesi na hinkro e wo hase eno ena aiden akoso este ema Ghana fo ni na susu se ye huni se ye dwen se na ye science so e feel se yama yeni na ho ne yanhwe ne mebi ya sa Nigerian Igbo community we womode oyene ebeba yeso papa ya me friend the godfather ora the godfather of the Igbos Ezi Dr. Ambassador Chukwudi Jude Obia Antino. Me personally, committee Antino. Me person or clear in the mind. Because I understand so TP Nimnia Dina. But me person clear in the mind is Obia Antino. Yeah. Nemum. I foresee say woman near me be said yes or moyeno. On toto ni new may be ye. Into either say Ghana for yentina see and also onti yen swase. Sana mi huno. Yeah. Mi huni say ono onti baby a Ghana for ni ye free ba. And a Ghana for no so do na so yen so yentina se. Nti de bedia ne de ye huno. Yes. Baso wajebre no oto no boase. Na fi oye na adwen se one Ghana for ne bedi nkomo a mi gide huni se enti ase be ye adwuma kire se ewiase atie yenko ase ntumi ne no so Ghana for musum ntie ne ye yenko ase ntumi ntra Ghana ha ne ye ho se oh Ghana de yenko aye de na se no ene atie no ebisu ni wiase ba bia amayama ye wo wiase na wo be ko ho no amamfrafo e wo ho no. Yes, na Ghana for we must also understand and also in clear and set in a clear terms say ewiase ba bia no adehye ahodo bebree ene ye de omo chekere man enti Ghana for no we don't necessarily so wo hwe ya bakwasem a yenchi ahohoye ene yenchi ahoho wa ha no ye nipa ba ko a wo hwe the whole of the African region a ye ne ye pe ahohoye pa until say buzia den eba ya obe declare the aliens compliance order samokaya maybe I wasn't there but at least I've read all that. Buzia ebe implemented the aliens compliance order. And one of this compliance order no obey no and the infuriate one friend is saying your friend Colonel Ignatius Kutu Champo. At the time when Buzia declared the aliens compliance order, Kutu Champo was a military officer stationed at Aflao. And the aliens compliance order weeded a lot of immigrants, particularly Nigerians in their hundreds and thousands, all left the shores of Ghana. At that time, he was a commander of Aflao. And Kutu Champon saw hundreds of immigrants leaving the shores. Togolese, Burkinabes, Nigerians, both men and women and children are moko niamasisu omitiso. Anye Kutu Champon de. Ni na aka ho. Ena ma Kutu Champon be tu Buzia ban eguye. Yeah. He was so sympathetic and remorseful to the whole A. And the entire whole name what shall say the 21st century of Ghana year running Ghana for yempay wasem. But as you say, me fancy bear 2 decades down the line. What shall Samonia air cosu or minima and Samonina anodne and ne kume no adorso. Ekukum no adorso ene we ewu ha ene ya jeka we fi we nsem ene yete ha o Ghana for ina mu behu e di asem ene siye e wo western region some years ago the 3 Takrade kidnapped girls yenkohwem na hwan na na ehye kire yesan so e kidnap Canadian nationals bi enso so wo Kumase na hwan na na ehye kire ohun se en America no Nigerians nanka central city no omonhwe wo mo timetable no so say enyoma be na akoso wo memu ha wo mudin is more associated pretty much more with crime much more than say they are living here as law abiding what nationals. Na ewiase ehumbi penti o e na aboasrewe ya na waye careful papa yes ye ka say ye wo antecedents wo ha yeah. Your antecedents were how the Boko crisis edi centuries nature say 100 years and still counting. All right, Boko crisis. So who come no wakoshima? I don't want to go into the bakwasam of Boko crisis, but if we be nebidruha between the Kusasis and the Mampusis, when him they free him for and omobe settle ho. So mo ba be didwa so mo ba be den ene e mom ba bi mo tran ene o start so mudi omudwa efiri ho ene afidie enipa bi ye o madwen say no sesi ana ese ene mo che ahindie ni mu enu ano no adi wom ene yende 100 years yeguso sorte sa entokwa na make say ya kwa be sise ebri ya how many generations wo man ka se betimi a kire generations after generations oh and among de ene oh my Ghana consolidated fund wa SCDA project no rather ye de pattern to kwa e oboko so no now ebiso susu say oh kwaku na adan Ghana for ukwa manone a Ghana for esisi abobobo ahemfu bebre e wo ho ne ade me say ne kre ukọ Canada ye wo Ghana for mayom ho ahemfu ho ye wo Ghana for my ho ahemfo e London any baby bebre nanso wonom nko said they are going to run a parallel kingdom so mine ohini wo mu anase say Britain say no bi akose me ko run a parallel kingdom with Queen Elizabeth what do you need man but sa ahensem na ye sisi wo sa nkronkron mu e representation yemfa wo mu nko e say government ni emmo atenase no eni ho sa because we need to meet some mesa Debbie. But we know acquire to say woman dear kwan bi aso dear papa friend saying easy can say chukwudi Judy ne direction or de kɔ ne de na kyɛ sɛ wo prese yensi na akunya so ana ɔno esi ne ho akunya so na ne ho akunya so na wesie no afi Igbo fo ni na wo mo bani na no ɛsɛ sɛ mo pay homage to sa na akunya yi ɛna ɛsi no sɛ no so de wuntimi nya ne saa o debi na mom sɛ wo ba sɛ wo no besi hɔ ama wo tribe no sɛ be yo mo ba wo betimi abo mo na bibia ye a ekwada ho and I don't think say no a problem o no but ohini we a na wakɔ hɔ sɛ o mo recognize ne say na sefo no eno no obi anti ase beside the point no me bi sɛ aden sunti and why selective o about because hwɛ Ghana for a woman on it the facts of obekɔ so asantefo yi ne mfantefo ne enso ye na ye baako wo mo kom ho bom aden no no nko an why na dwene sɛ Igbo fo no nko an opese serve mo Ghana abra enim sɛ Nigerian High Commissioner wa no so no oni ha sɛ oye yimu sɛ we ye Hausa we ye Yoruba we ye Igbo wakom na bom na ambassador no oye den odi wo masemwa so why ensem no do so anadwi o de mo be kwa chire papa ti gina yi pa na the American say eye ora friend say easy Chukudi Jude entire platform we so ye ne Nigerians ni eni ntokwa bia there be still we welcome Nigerians and say ye ne mo betra ha na mum we believe say as say papa yi or making you maybe quite clearer and clearer na entiase bem na ye hu because ye ka say Ghana for nso Nigeria Ghana for nso Igbo asase so yempe reprisal attacks bia na we no ne ne hwehwe but as so man ne maybe eda na eda enso ye folks anadwi obe so mu I mean brace yourself ne no be di dwuma come on now in all of these channels is of course Ghana Speaks proudly brought to you by Biogas Expert for now Biogas Expert for nkomo be no no ubedi make us say ye be ye a housing project papa bi pa o a housing project ye pese ye den ye tally the housing deficit nti ye be ko on the wider scale affordable houses are ye be sisi a ye be ton ama Ghana for now can you imagine say 2 3 4 bedroom na ya ton e de amawa you see 20% then the rest may best spread out for 8 years no way. This may I say too good to be true, is it not? Inti bomodina breezy, the times ahead, right? You be see affordable houses be brave. Where Sudan, upese urufiso. Oh, share kwanya, ube de ube faso be rufiso. Contacted Biogas Expert for umabe rufi dinosaur. Upese umwa NC diamond from the scratch all to the ceiling. No mwa sa muscle, wambe bosso. Now we are betimi adibi e frɛ no you see then we are here papa a state of the art kitchen come near the amount e wo dining room kitchen papa bi of your choice ebiom nsuo need to talk unhia boho e wo site and also wo factory wo ma be see boho ne the amount for industrial purpose or domestic ufie na open so a ye ba be see boho ne come the amount mo nso amope tiles yento floor tiles industrial Rabe to with dream and answer workshop and answer supermarket or tiles papa bio and as you metal tiles na ewu fie and so enfema both domestic o many na come at the amount monso amodan ho aye basabasa dan ni pili painting wawai and cement no kran so e rogu from obisi emubu dan I'm sorry no yembubu no you ba be treated dan come with chemicals you are painting and one the building is back again for use folks contact the Biogas Expert for maybe you ubi adansia wedi achiram weti na hwe ono watena saying London or saying 38 years or afi na wenya abira yetumi akwakopam state of the art kitchen of ne choice ye dia manwa de ni agiye papa uso betumi contact om hwe wo pa asase edi esi udan wo pe dan ato wo de wo mpe dan si bi na wo pe dan na wato kama 3-4 bedrooms ni nara biogas for ensa woni na so we need problem. Take a listen to this.
Just a very good thing about biogas. I'm so impressed on telephone.
Okay.
Oh, Freya,
oh yes.
Oh, Freya, no fine. I'm going to buy. Now, he's so nice and friendly. The moment I'm back home, or fall sitting near, or by a
okay, I
biogas penny.
Okay.
Or fall sitting near, or no touch new dim come on, no man. No, a born. No more pictures.
Okay.
Just say, I'm almost starting first. Not the plumbing job was so bad.
Okay.
Because now there was no washing machine,
okay.
No sink. Just don't jump around here and you come out.
Okay.
But biogas, I see me try. I hear pumping work.
Okay.
And then we were done.
Okay.
We were washing machine.
Okay.
I went to washing machine. Now I'm going to give me a moment gas.
Okay.
And you said the one in Ghana, and can hear you want to know.
Yeah.
And I will press here. I will try Ghana. I will try Ghana. You want to decide. I had it be a one check. Almost a just so happy. Money, oh, yes.
Oh, wow. I see.
We see kind of check.
Okay.
This kind of manner. And more women to dissolve, but you see, Johnny. Sikano will be down to the other. Wow.
Very good.
Wow. Very good. Very good.
Oh, okay.
Very good. And you're reaching more, Brad.
Oh, yeah.
And you're kissing my no. I am the sitting room.
Sitting room. Arrangement.
Everything.
I just screen so you see. Nina, biogas.
Trust and believe in biogas. Especially people workers on me so nice and friendly. And they boss workers in the bar who are my workers in the fee. Mr. Manyana, believe workers in now, open on Yada, and no more chance, no to be yes. We no more work with you. Okay, my trouble to over 38 years. Sure. Mom bread. Name bread power bridge. Now, Bessie, who never cast for the company, and I'm 7 years saying, but Banetta said, well, Bomobu. Okay. But with biogas. Sabotly. Okay. Now, friend, one sending picture, and I'm not choosing your way. Okay. What is the kind of bar? I'll buy a come. Biogas. The best.
The best.
Great, folks. Welcome back to the Frontline Show. Up next, Ghana Speaks Beneath, the politics of today. There are lots of interesting questions, Bibrene, but this tells you that, yeah, there are lots of high-profile personalities. Women in Itiade. The kind of simple 2024 flag bearer or contested elections, but couldn't go through. Dr. Niankra. Dr. Niankra has just sent a question. Now, say, good evening, Kweku. What effect would an Igbo kingdom have on us? I'm watching your show. Okay, Dr. Niankra, we just started. Let's see how the build-up would go and how things would push up. Great. Politics of today, tonight. We have two issues to deal with tonight. First, after 48 hours into that Blikuma North constituency runoff. And then, two, a kingdom beyond borders. Hashtag, we say the Igbos must leave. But now, let's begin with our Blikuma rerun of elections. We are learning. Former Minister for Fisheries, Aquas and Fisheries, Madam Hawa Kumsin, has been discharged from hospital. However, what, of course, we are gauging on is the reaction of some of the party's leadership. Yeyi maamine free hospital, yes. But party leadership ni bi no so ejina baabi a omo so ye ade bi a yenti ase asehre e was ade na omo ye no and the same. Well, and the cross omo kohia o mampani for. Na party nti ase be ye adwuma de. Nkabo mbeba de. Ye ebeto ye de. Folks, the MPP at crossroad. Take a listen to this.
God have mercy upon us. God have mercy upon us. God have mercy upon us.
interesting times. But before violence broke out, Madam Howard Kumsin had pledged to face her opponents squarely till the end. But question is saying, did she go according to that pledge? Or say, when we meet when opponent in a boot for boot, or to say BBR better than Akwem. But to me, this our pledge, you know, and it's our kono, Idriwiana. Oh, as a mammy Howard, at 10 was after 2024, or maybe before Crano. None of why you nipa bebre none of who are you nipa bebre here within the political circles. And may I say, within even the MPP in Mokrano, nipa bebre na woman mammy Howard Kumsin in share a haneha on one party, the man opponent. So pledge Ben or pledge and the query, and I found query. Take a listen to her.
They think because they are in power. Yes, we are ready. We are in opposition. We are ready to face them.
Interesting.
A few moments later.
They think all that is going on. They think because they are in power. Yes, we are ready. We are in opposition. We are ready to face them.
Interesting.
A few moments later.
Unfortunately, my Equia Kumsin entimi en face wom. Equia nya better sao, who DP Kujao. Telling you. Now the Kukromoti Sukwe ya so dia. I guess it's as good as mine. Now, the youths of Ablikuma North also urge the candidates. They urge on the hope. Oh yes, we are with you, we will defend you, this, that. Not just a normal urge Ekwe free ye mo bodge na so ne ade e so omani abre o enya asam ketwa na display no na se de no musi ye no de na ekwe free ye be ya na say of course onim say so win because our bambo kesen so ta na chi saying na enkomo no ekọ e bitu no ne say mebu no. Listen to this.
No matter no more intimidation.
Yeah, man.
We win.
Hello, come here, people.
Yeah.
With the whole way,
nonsense. Nonsense.
Come here, people.
Akia, I see energy. We shall to save.
A few moments later.
No. General election, you lose. Into any matter, election. Election is like football. And then and the audio or China and audio.
So Americano, we now after Martin, the air question. Montomo was although some big wigs, of course, like Kennedy or Hine Japan, went to the grounds with open arms to brace their constituents. Of course, media Sena MPP from Munya, Semininya, Chamoko. Said your candidate ni be called wa. Womuko and omu de nyoma to form breo. And they try to solidarize with the people and make them understand. So Jack, wait there. Sit on us na Alex Ekawan. Well, adie bi wo ma no baba ye nkomodie ne ye didi bi quiet ne ye say any ade sa na bibia de na kwem. But me won say candidate ni bi call ho. Ede ahobrase ene wo mukodi di nkomo ne ade na efi ni mu nya akra no so no yesi ekwe efrie still sign ene mate se ogina party ni mpenifu ni mu a wo pacho. I don't know what is going on in MPP. Take a listen to Kennedy Japan, what he went there to do. Listen. So, Samuko ne say ya. Se candidate ni na no ekodidi mu nkomo say. And a party no J2 mu say yan konko rani ade no. Because for me, the constituency is a constituency AMPP for Modia. I mean, absolutely inconsequential. There's no ambiguity about this. Absolutely incontrovertible. Modia. And it's a party big weeks near ground so any breso and a mumko kasa San 19 constituency very likely say ebeba beka the rest no. Then because the difference of Wenokrane is saying 200 and at 19 polling station we more the beka 1 30 60 but man but folks, some grassroots supporters of the NPP are happy with the turn of event. Now maybe there's some reasons in the same. Mo base hono. Womanya giraffe, DNT, womanya jese mo ko hono. Party ni mpanimfo no bebre ye brimworm. Womo so mu hia so be brimu. Ene ade. Brimworm bitito wirem kwayem sirem mipom bi pe bi do mtiafa. Na ehu pa. Womo so omani age. Dear Bentina mo party supporters any budget was Akunia says so. Some are even predicting say Akutia is going to be a storm and Mumbrezi Moho. Listen to a grassroots supporter talking about something. Listen to him.
To NPP leaders.
Hey, and the both Delta Force, Invisible Force, all the forces say what NPP. Mumma India. I don't think any yeah, fire cry. Any moja. Yanyi to me ma NPP 2016. Shamohe obia organa bia empodi NPP. E mabuno no ye konko denji to me. Ye wie modi ye semu 2 weeks remand. Adaya ye pejuma aye. Mama sa ko yemra. E dia tchiri ye said. Ye bibia ye nchie mbe ka kire mo ne mu no rewu de si ho de swap voice de momo I don't know mo di bia ne edi o obia ni wonu ma sabi nya me boy a ne nan ye fo na ne size na ho de 99 ye nyina ba ko pe e ma wo pe eti na de ye kra e ji to me e man ba ko am de ye fa so no mu no re me sem bo me nya prophet me nyo obia ba me sem me and I'm Delta Force chairman of Santa Rosa. The Casa boys in it here. The Casa Mumpium Lumpiba. The Casa Mona Omoda. They said, Omoda, that's what the beam. Atiwa, Omo chairman, by my Samuel. We are prophecy. Atiwa, Payiniba, Ombakumba. And the Achamo say, Munimunyansa. And before the Nimunyansa one crowd, it may some of say at you are a new back. My boys, downtown, visible, all the forces say walk and people, and more yes. Mom go for mammy, Mama Yere, and Mama, and all was under. Some winning bodyguard, I see a bodyguard in the bodyguard, who for beside bodyguard or a security here, were a part of her body. Because Name for Sama, one in them, not a 2-2, one that didn't want you. Second bound in Hoji, a baby, had a pussy as a man, how a pussy. I could be, I didn't know Chairman. But Madame Sa left and right the deal. And when for second good idea, Uncone, Etiwa, NPP, no watch out. Nababuno, security for no crime their fast, Mama Omono, and Sia Bibi. No Muse, next time, no, offer a crack. And I was smart, say, Uncle, wouldn't the quaff, not one in name. Now, didn't do baby. Now, I say, I have messed your one, Siena, a cranny soon. Say, street is issue. Now, for now, 5 person, a BCB. Etiwa, watch out. With us.
Great Safi Majimeniso. These are the grassroots of the MPP talking. Now, as someone more can say, we are seeing bravo sweaty. Yes. Yes, Benu ne kosum you, and say Benu no kokoshe. Na ye kosum krantie, na krantie ne fidie no, eyi krantie na, uso wo de gyina twemeba. Na me kwa kohwe fidie ne se eyi krantie a. Wo koy na eyi krantie a, na wo yi krantie no, e de afa emfitro baabi. Ama chese wape banchi bi di aka ho a mude banchi esi gyaso mude si gyaso a na ne afufuo yi se tim na benkwan yaye ne soche no mude akrante na ya benkwan na chese magusuo muyi namdaso krante didaso na mude ahenu ahehye pam medi ewie mapapa ma no na wo se no nya abotre afi ne yedi eduane ni besi gyaso. Are you serious? Where be there? Now you see, as same way ya, akwa way working, the same thing is happening in the NDC. Now more NDC for the own, me too for. There are so many NDC. Yeah, what come saying? Constituency chairman for, branch chairman for, and say constituency chairman for. So maybe what? You see, there's so many of them. Oh, branch chairman for, say constituency chairman for, say the NDC for some America yo. Mabeka sa some way what happen. Say NDC, Mr. Asidun Ketiye, one dumb. Me catch them say, hey, especially the diaspora for no mobile. And moi, one be boa party kweku enya sam ketwa, especially NDC for. Say MPP for the year. Mu say ene mu grassroots mu asem oga kire mo. Yes. O see ye minimum. E be bring one kasama mu ho aba mo. Ene ma ko organize mu gina wan former president Kufofie. Na mu gede wo ho. No, get ready. Akwatia so te ho. Ye be bring one kasama mu ho aba mo. Na mo hwe de mo apini ho yie. Na me kano it serves the NDC for so NDC branch wo hwe chairman bia. And run oh, uja ya friend saying, oh, unia, mebo modiana ma get in touch. What's sending me audio be? Na mi tie papa audio pa awo eradi yesu. Chese chairman foi kakra omusu bedie. The whole constituency rely on them. They are suffering, they are struggling. Na mi hu sentia, mutumi yusu nipa no yusu omo awie. Mu exhausted eti mo munsio wo ma ho de no bibia firo mu wie afi power naba yakogigi post ni ade bi kakra bi o sesonta wudi nkomo na wutia ade o mo hwehwe no enya de bi ehu bia no. Within a matter of time the whole party hierarchy top down no bia ufro bi obi amfa. Nobody will I don't understand why say na untina make us kwaku mi politics ni ntimi nkomu bi because me ni akoma bonini samoni amudie no ene se da mutrimu si ye den fa no MPP ni NDC de bia me kan na obi ntia se o me se wo mu mienu na MPP ba 8 years etrimodin pa etrimodin owo cry wo owo death our sympathy change our party si mienu. I swear to God I mean it pa na me kan me se owo death our sympathy kakra we humo bro eti MPP ni NDC mutrimu odin ye. Na minima dia ya na ya mo ba party ni mpeni for feel so no ye na yes 2 minute be di ensem enti afi penimu ba ko ono aye board chairman e wo ha ono asososo ye soso enso wo ha o say nipa ba ko obetimi represent about 3 organizations ni na left and right and center no wo from what the hear why now the most annoying part and the foolishness of it is that afi time no so wie no man who say hey tell Ghana for dry you no more ba be another run a year election na fi no ma ba no ma start tipo easy enye easy and easy then they start giving foolishness of the highest order excuses to those chairman for no they start giving foolish excuses to those grassroots now we so ma bodam Adeba ko bibini democracy here a time na a phone and America between these two parties who have ruled this country 33 years ostensibly in this country. The most annoying part of all of them. That's why you move be yetiwa ye dream when you say non-aligned. Obi kana so sikweku ene mumum de akom de bibedim yo yate. Simon, because one crop from Pomode Yawam. And then what is wrong with you people? Yeah? MPP before the elections. Show. Me you cry for the same poor. Oh. Wafa. Wafa. No, I'm sorry, London. Me say diaspora for of MPP. And new man would be good had the man. The NPP General Secretary Justin Abonuya. Any you can't say the chairman, my friend is a chairman, your friend is saying in team. Oh, Justin Abonuya. Me just say Justin Kodia, sorry. Now me ana me say yes, I feel no better check us. I didn't know answer. Why? I did some. Now no me no bisuka. Said the party nimu a juicy contract. Somebody was accusing Nana B. Any Justin Kodia say mo. And I'm offer all the juicy contract. And I'm not say for the party. I'm nearby. Your friends wamo. What I didn't know so wicked and mean, sir. Monkwa mo ye nom. Animal girlfriends won't be the same. Compared to say some of these chairmen we are a dome go mechi and your dom ketwa. One more kwa woman says a dome we na di do mechi. Na kasa make a sample so metias and sana. We met me releases some rantu we say woman emeboa party no ni na free. Na muria mo se there be mo ni mo hare. Why no dear? Onfa na no we nkope me bo e moje ba na watafre. Na mo dear mo wi ni ria. We see me pa fine, no problem. But post na mujijiri na, would you look back to your constituency branch chairmen na so for say hey ora wonim slot mienu wa ha fa nkrofo ne bra we so ye betima we also fa nipa say bra they are all Ghanaians women na ye Ghana for enti dey ntira mu wini power ni ria na say I don't know eye bone kase amudia minim why enti amoye sa say mu sisi maso say nipa ba ko we 5 na shem why you so busy o friend kra won fa na wo message no won fa na o message no won read na a friend na o friend obefa NDC for na shall say the same NDC for no wo ma shall say the same mistake na NPP then after 4 years no mo sign by me sign hu omobo e de to so ma no wo mo duro mo 8 year na apenom say hey afidi seeking council ye nie yemfi obia mo pa mo nka de minima de ya na minim sunsum ko a ya na e be hye mu ma mo yesa mu nitema o and mu ninka ye I'm telling you MPP me say both of them wo mu ninka ye no mu nitema na mutimu odin and mu ye very wicked. Now the Omaria no yankwa assess some krono akronfo criminals and thieves no more sika nkwa say MPP for den yetiti NPP dey na yeti krono sam nkwa akronfo fa and you say sometimes womo to no mumfie a nyese fi no mumfie o womo ni abre they are busy stealing the coffers of the state. Why o yire no obedi saying to talk us to talk dying nimni ade medie nimni ade me mu butu om so bebresu as muntimi ni wom nimni ade and why what is the meaning of this the India the NDC is doing the same NDC for me say mu ye the same my say munti I am say odogo bi no onu abe I say munti yo na mo de montwen I come just 3 years some month what Montreal I come with 3 years some month. If the NDC thinks I'm more enough time, me say I come with 3 years and some month. Now mo dey movie say about travel so mo so say na mo dey na 24-hour economy and na mo push na wan hwe masa e ba wo ye de beto nsania no pepepe o will give you the benchmark analysis, will give you the benchmark critique. I will not come and sit here and do any armchair journalism. No way. I'm telling you. Me kan na kro na kira mo to dem nkoso na mo manimre Drama ha metumufo munya hwe yi ese but nyoma bebre mu ye no ye hwe mu dinam se nkrofo we ho wenum yentu omofo je nsohwe na beto wom to the munkoswa na ignore your branch chairman for no I reho bebre adwane akote tempumem and omo because the pressure no airborne so they can't boni be no mayamo. Why can't you call all your branch chairmen, group them and munim and then let each one be ano womo form dom emra absorb all of the Ghana population is saying Ghana population is saying. So I cannot take this saying 34 or consider say even 40 million, consider error of margin 40 million any population we are. MPP betting yaba I'm a Ghana nibia hobeton. I am putting this to you people. Ghana nibia hobeton in the NDC. Me say Ghana nibia so esa no hoton. Why not? NDC could have saying a voter population of saying 6 million, same MPP. So how? Incident ni ehun tumi ntoye. But mo ya bufo ya mamoyefo. Mo ba eya mo nko a. Mo busuafo ne be di saying, how much would your family people eat? Chop. How saying, why are you doing this to Ghanaians? Why are you doing this to Ghanaians? And more especially, your own immediate people, your own political party supporters and grassroots. Why? And who are the MPP for no? Woman Crawford, who are the yom? You bet bring one. I don't sympathize anybody. Matters again, I condemn the violence, but I don't sympathize you people. I see a slap on left, right, and center. When you so ne Janice Nyansanama. All right, Stars of David. Now that is where we should get to, because we are so wicked, too much wicked. Oh, oh, please, give us a break. Me say enyo ne enye munyai mutim too much na entry for na mutim kwaye din wo so a then your immediate party supporters nso how kwabna ne be bra engosi hwe ne we give it up so na NDC for mo abemu me se mo de mo hwe bibi mo de mo ntana mo ni agro se yemo se wo mo kasa akaka bensu ni sa anem na yem se ableku na ofia mo ko na mo ko difference na yesen 6 months down the line ni difference na yesen aka kotia ye beko ni ahwe de ekoso no come on stop this munya dia mo ye na enye etrimodeno eye too much. Who your minister ni appoint wa sheweti domna a good constituency one domna mo spread your wings, spread your tentacles all over. You'll be our way too or young people or young DC as long as obey to me, spread your wings, embrace everybody. We are municipal chief executive, we are district chief executive, we are a saying a CEO of a company or something. You flipper framework. Pick your phone, read your text messages. The business, the BR maker. You see, and I was so busy, and you see, and this and that. Obey excuses na. Okokotana okoshe de waye nso. Esisia samonkwa. Ya wa nye banche. Body no aneye. Womunya hwe o. Womunya hwe. Sika no ano mo gada sa no mo hipi. E wo bank. Omu dididi ana esan wi a. No mo pe baby di omu tiafa. But no, the wickedness is just unprecedented. Now, I know both parties in the answer. What the answer? Who NDC for him? We more full soldiers. Ebe yadi. Oh, we said ye fete. MPP one. Ye fete mo te se more. So ye fete mo. Ye mu say. A fete mo say kondo to say banche more ne more anka say dia kabom oh dia ekua kum say oh say ne no me amini pa no ekua ba hu o my so busy ni nsusu ngozi hwe mfa hwe ma o busy ni mfa hwe ma na ewia se se de mpani aka ne yesi wonkwa wudi a wonkwa ye den fa so so e Why? I don't know what is and MPP full soldiers nya. Woman no bia pewire mofa. Omagyamu. Omo se mo amanya mo ade na se mo betimi a. Afei na Dennis Miracles wote hina wutiem na wo mention akwatia na fahine se masa gijaja sanse mu ni kekame asum yenko adidi. Hwe na wo ba wadwen ya ozen. Folks, because short break me ba. Ghana speaks extension with the Igbo crisis. We call it a kingdom beyond borders. Hashtag the Igbos must leave. This is the front line. Of course, Ghana Speaks Part 1. I'll be right back. Rera ensemna este controversy no serious one pa e be we mu say gidi. And again, may I say to the Nigerian nationals in Ghana, please lend me your ears. Binimu ni asem. Why? Ba muntie program we ene muntie ni pa. This is our special edition. A kingdom beyond borders. Hashtag. We are saying is a Igbo for no, but there's a condition to this title. Whether the Igbos will leave or will not leave, it will depend on yourselves. Yeah, like I said from the beginning, I am not preaching hate. But may I say quickly and maintain, if the Igbos in Ghana will leave, as I said earlier in my intro, I said, first, let's begin to interrogate something. Ewaha. But before the interrogation, folks, it's just about 4 minutes gone past the hour 9. This is the Frontline Special Edition.
So
Great, folks. Now, this is our special edition coming. But before me home, let's put some questions out there and see if we'll get some answers. And again, may I say, our doors are open for serious answers to be given to this very special edition as we probe into whether or not Dr. Izzy Chukwudi Jude is in the process of what? Establishing a parallel kingdom or whatever it is. If he can come forward for us to interrogate through our questions so that the case will be much more clarified, demystified, then I can figure, say, Ghana we would rather center on the fact that their presence doesn't pose any existential threat and that we can all embrace them. Rather than we are hearing much more, say, no, government. No. One, Yebisa say, who is the Nigerian High Commission representing? Why should Chukwudi choose to represent only Igbos and not the entire Nigerian nationals in Ghana? The India. Do we have somebody currently in Nigeria, precisely Igbo land, also want to, as it were, establish a parallel kingdom in Igbo? Ghana and Igbo land wa opeso sini ho ehine wo hɔ ana minim. So obi ni mu a nipa kono mfa ne answers nemra. Ghana and Igbo asase ne so ho a opeso yes ana. Then we be say takes a krobi to say South Africa. South Africa krui and omai any Kenya omai womusu believe in traditions, culture and ancestry ni niema bebreza. But can somebody leave South Africa? No, we be through Ghana or say, I'm coming to represent the Zulu community here in Ghana. Can that happen? Or say, I want to represent the Zulu community here in Ghana. How? And before I do that, and no problem anymore, but I'll say until I get that done, as I see me or Hene, Ewa Ghana, na me represent Zulu for. I didn't hear. You see, you share me a book company, you share the Ecoso Nigeria. Between the Igbos and other tribes from Nigeria, and Tawante will be a kuko in recent times. Enya some kitwo. But for me, if the Nigerians or precisely the Igbo tribe want to use Ghana as their safe haven and come and, as it were, land here and live here. Bonini. But and also in terms of no, we want to come and establish a kingdom or a parallel or something, run a parallel, whatever. And no, kwekumintiase. Na me pese metiase so enye ye. Chese ni wosa intimumra metra ha din na musumu live as long as you are here to abide by the laws of Ghana established in the 1992 Constitution. Yewie na die hu isu Tonight, intense pressure is growing among Ghanaians as the Igbo tribe from Nigeria effort to build a kingdom on Ghana's soil spark fears of cultural dominance and land dispute. Well, the frontline show checks on the ground point to some existential threat. And of course, if the security agencies of the state do not wake up to the occasion, MP. We are seeing something in the crystal ball. Say, Igbo for no presence at what Ghana no, de or how be brave ediaba. I shall send America say me in recent times, Ukraino, and Numa Akukoso, Ewo Memuha, the 3 Takrady girls incident, and Chebiao, not too far. Ye intimi nesi ye wounds every year. Now, when you talk about the 3 Takrady girls incident now, Why na no mu share? Did we trace the murders of the girls to Nigeria? The answer is yes. As a result of that, of these 3 Takoradi girls' murder, the BNI director, Rashid, was dismissed from his post. Please, there are lots of issues on the table. I don't want to go there. This 3 Takoradi murder led to the dismissal of the BNI director called Rashid Yeyinedi. 2 top security officers were at loggerheads on the basis of, on the hills of, why enonim say girls ye you ana ye you baku ye fast eba bonten ebe so oh, we've seen the girls and that we know where they are and that they are fine. When they can same way, mami tiwa ne be can same way. And yet the first time I make same about the 3 Takoradi girls. But ye can not the BNI director Rashid and so many domususu eye traces be on the ground all the way to Nigeria before our eyes. Then the girls have been decapitated. They were decapitated by who? These Nigerian guys. I didn't think I say basa. Ghana for whom you will suit me a baby at the tail. Ghanaians naturally we embrace. Ghanaians naturally believe in one hospitality. Ghanaians naturally are loving people. But until say 1-2 decades down the line, this sporadic, gunshots here and there, robbery here and there, and so forth. I wouldn't say all Nigerians are 100 years, but majority of the Nigerian guys say, you've resort to this kind of like I said last Friday, when I was at Netu TV, I did an expose. At a point, I have to halt that expose. Why? Because Penino on the Kunaswa air so Shema, Yadini maybe to know, no things in Miase. Now, some part of East Legon, so at the darkest of the night, the Nigerian guys our location that is where some of these Nigerian guys echo no tested one more rifles, any pistols, and so forth. A check is okuta what? A sophisticated weaponry. Or no mututu. Woma build pubs, nightclubs, and so forth. Na kwahwe ni omo de ye how? There is a Nigerian groups in this country. They were doing all sorts of nefarious business here. To the extent this group, depending on which president Ghana for electing, then they will go and do a calendar. A calendar, no more the president in image, no more the ato calendar, no so. No more distributor, I'm a Ghana and Penivonina. This same group, I don't want to name them, I don't want to mention their name for today, but I'll bring their name. This same group, also our top officers of the security service list. Busumi bia omudi sika. The list among Yemen is kind of 10,000, and they have a way of checking to ensure that every top security officer has received the money. And one of the security services no omudi sika ko Ghana Police Service. As part of the investigation, uncovered also some of these Nigerian guys were also trading in what you call kidney business. They were exporting kidney out of this country to Nigeria. Guys, it's not a joke matter. It's not a joke matter. If the Nigerians themselves would take this matter up and look back and check among themselves, what is it that we need to look at so that we reduce the crime rate in Ghana? Earlier the better. We all live and live in harmony. Because I don't hate them. No. Look, I don't want to go deeper. The things I saw and I uncovered, like I said, the Nigerian High Commission wrote a letter, including the Nigerian community here in Ghana, also wrote a letter and me preach it. They know. That's what I'm making. The Nigerians know what I'm talking about. Say, yes, I wasn't lying. The last time, me bisa say, Abrante bi oye Ghana ni a no wo bono ho baby. Precisely Abyssinia ho. This guy killed a child, a boy, ordinary share frigin. Frigin mo ordinary share dia na no wo ye. Human part no e dia na no wo ye. Besin there, Abrante what happened to him? Oh, some Madam Pare, former IGP owns oko when to me assembly was had obi let me borrow the MPP for the mantra the Rambo style the kwachi abrantie thinking says I issue no ni e be bi send ekosi here nothing. Where is that Abisim murder case and once I make we saying? So I am not the one spelling doom for the Nigerians. The Nigerians know what I'm talking about. Indeed, the frontline checks with one arm of the security agency suggests some deep throat investigations are underway. Secondly, a call has been placed to the godfather of the Igbo community in Ghana, and he said he's out of town or he has traveled. Third, the frontline cannot confirm at this time government position at this fast-growing rage of controversy. However, we urge government communication outfit to come out anytime soon to address this fast-growing concerns of Ghanaians before too little, too late, too little, too late. There, yeah, checks are and I dream it minimum share and say one of the security organizations your contact them. I want to hold their name for now. What they are saying is that their eyes are on the ground widely. 2, investigations are going on. 3, woma tunkra afre pape, but imwo umenyane se oni around. Enti womu gauge space no. However, so around oni around, whatever the communication is here, no, sa na me communicate here, and we believe say there are more things coming in the very coming days. Again, let me state categorically tonight, this platform isn't running hate message, neither we are being xenophobic. We are rather creating the awareness for Ghanaians here and around the world to wake up to what is seemingly becoming a deep blue sea affair to avoid a situation we call too little, too late. The American say, "Yem preachy, say ye time Nigerians na say there be no, nemum ye such that ye be boy ye nyanum Ghana for no eho ban, including one kasa Nigerians also muso mubenya bambo, because among yourselves there are a lot of bad nuts, and still in Ghana we have also bad nuts here in Ghana. But wherever crime pops up, so why don't you rather? Etime semene eye chukwudi Judah, ezi chukwudi Judah, judo say whatever. And to the ameyane say, enye se me ba be si me ho ohene na wekosi wahinkro ana wekosi wahinwa na wote wahinwam na so pese odenden na wo shake na wo yese na so eyense mu rather no come and assure Ghanaians say I am here to ensure that we will not allow any Nigerian, particularly any Igbo guy in Ghana, to cause crime. 2, I am here to ensure that there will be law-abiding citizens and they will do what is expected, and also we all help and build the community together. I think it's Ghana for so Jude, Ghanaians will buy into this, and that is what I want you people to do. Come and disabuse the minds of Ghanaians. Say, you are coming to build your throne. That one, trust me, Ghanaians, they will not allow. But you see, let me say this quickly, sir. However, Chukwudi Jude has managed to, as it were, influence the base or the chieftains, whatever, and top officials and whatnot. But then, one thing they must get is clear. The power does not belong to government. Power belongs to the people. Did you hear that? I repeat, power belongs to the people. If the people of this country wake up and they want to end the administration of John Dramani Mahama or any other government, it is one slap of a finger for Ghanaians to do. As I said earlier, there's a groundswell. And I am simply by this medium calling the state parastatals, the national security, because the last time I checked, about 3-4 years ago, I managed to count about 600 chieftaincy disputed cases threatening this nation's national security. I repeat, the last time I checked, I could check about 600 chieftaincy crisis confronting Ghana's national security. I don't know for now, and I don't want to know. And this is internally. This is about Ghana. Now Nigerians must some crime. Now imagine some must some so bad and him funny the befa. And we already have a lot of chieftaincy issues confronting us that we aren't through yet, guys. Tonight, let's watch some of the festival procession by Godfather of the Igbo, Izzy Dr. Ambassador Chukwudi Jude Ohinitu, with the title Izzy. The title is not does. It has really taken me time to get his name right. Trust me, the rehearsals am I only doing. Now me just Justin Cody akrana made debiani abonu ya bebrebe and on unity because me near December 15 way now to talk honum near the other. I mean, it's a bit disturbing, is it not? Justin abonu ya debiara abonu ya ate enyan wobu, and I have apologized severally. And nan kantem. You can't say a din ni way ni. I mean, respectfully, it's quite, you know, but Nidinu means is Chukwudi Jude Ohinitu with the title Izzy in the Igbo Ghana no, means king of the Igbo people in Ghana. You share some of the festival procession so far Akoso within. Take a listen to this. Great. Now, Osha procession were any bad. I mean, these are so beautiful. Any bad at all. You see, we must believe in a diversity in cultural heritage and all of that. I believe in things like that. You see, any bad at all. You know, we are Africans. We are brothers and sisters. But, and I make us say, we need him to sit and demystify the issues much quite clearer. In another video footage, he disclosed his laid down plans for the people of Igbos in Ghana. Tio, afi odwo ko afi no wo be obie hintasem no so. Adeko potia entia. Oye de wo yina. Na nkomo no odi kire hwan no. Listen to him.
Igbo market will represent there. Igbo school will be built there. We will create transport section there also. We will create what we call Ezigbo garden. In Igbo language, you call it Mbala Ezigbo. Ezigbo garden meaning where we create about 4 plots of land. We use 4 plots of land for that, for Ezigbo garden, where we're gonna plant yam, plant all the trees, all the leaves you can get in Igbo land. Okwa, ube, akubeke, mtoroba, oha, we're gonna also plant yam there. We'll plant ube there. We'll plant all these things so that at the time of New Year Festival of Ezigbo, we'll go to the Mbala there. We'll go to the garden there to get our New Year Festival. Being there, you see that yes, at this Igbo village in Ghana, every Igbo man all over the world have right to come there and buy property. Either you want a plot of land or 2 plots of land to build your dream house. We're also going to build tall buildings of maybe 6 floor or 7 floor. We'll sell them flat by flat, and we will have a single entrance in this Igbo village. When you come in there, you know you're coming into Igbo village in Ghana. From there, the Igbos will expand.
I want to say thank you to the people of Ghana, from traditional rulers to the queens to the government of Ghana. If Ghana did not give us the opportunity to do well, to establish Igbo throne here in the diaspora, we will not have this opportunity. but they made it possible for we to live well with them. It was so interesting to know that the Igbo throne in Ghana is also gazetted and inducted in the system here in Ghana. If the people did not love us, they will not give us this opportunity.
You see, Jude, Your Excellency, here, Ahana Semnuonu, or said the Igbo throne has been there being gazetted and blah blah blah. Hey! Well, of the above build-up, some Nigerian nationals are cautioning Ghanaians to beware of the what existential threats await us. I feel Nigerians now view to Ghana for nefo. Listen to them.
Ghanaian, you people should come and listen to me very well. This Igbo king in Ghana, please Ghana, drag this man away from your country. Drag the Igbo king from your country, Ghanaian. In Edo State, Benin City, Nigeria, Igbo are now dragging Igbanke with the Benin. We give them that place to settle down. We give Igbo Igbanke to settle down. They now put Igbo king inside Igbanke. Today, Igbo are not telling us they are the one that hold Igbanke. The Igbanke is not the Benin, it's not Benin anymore. That's why I say Ghanaian, with the Benin, we are giving people support to drag that Igbo king out of your country, Ghanaian. Ghanaian, listen to me very well, Ghanaian. This Igbo, they are the bandits in Nigeria. Chancellor, the governor of Alaba State says so. Say the kidnapper, the armed robbery, the everything. 99.99% na Igbo, na the kidnap people. Ghanaian, tell the Igbo king in your country to leave your country, Ghanaian. Igbanke belongs to Edo State, Benin City, Nigeria. As we talk so, Igbo they follow all the drag Igbanke, Ghanaian. Ghanaian, tell the Igbo king to leave your country between 24 hours. John Mahama, your president, is the one that bringing this nonsense to you people. John Mahama mother is from Igbo. That's why I want to impose another Igbo king in inside Ghana. Ghanaian, tell that Igbo king he must leave your country. Igbanke now, we are still fighting Igbanke from Igbo land now, from Igbo hand. Ghanaian, tell that Igbo man to leave your country. Yes, in Edo State, just type Igbanke in Edo State. It belongs to Edo State, it doesn't belong to Igbo. They are dragging Igbanke with us every day.
Now, Mamenka send you quickly. Is everybody's mind on the political lines? No. Same way, yeah, the politics are here. The reason is because Papa way Elande Hano, Orlande way back before John Mahama came. I repeat, me say Papa way Elande Ghana Hano, not John Mahama Mbedi Amemwe. No. In fact, many of you know, Nyamina Mebeka, he has met, if not all the presidents are under the Fourth Republican Constitution. We share presidents Nina. I mean, many of you have also seen videos on my penny kufokra or din home common near the other. And politics is someone named Nemom. As someone here say, Abenyo with this way must come out clear and demystify the way forward, the roadmap. That is what Ghanaians are looking for. And I have the love I have for my brothers Nigerians. You'll be shocked. Now I remember in my JHS days, now a group of people near corresponded with BBC Focus on Africa. Now yen Ghana for no any Nigerians now near compete or BBC Focus on Africa now. Not Nigerians because you try articles in your money anyway. The BBC people no love the Nigerians article no, much more than us. Why? Not because of Ibiao, but because of the accent. The British always want accent. It always say BBC or Nigerians no go up. Yeah. Said yeah, when we pronounce say the Nigerians in pronounce them worse, you know. But ubetimi asria matter say you are really. You see, they are very love. Some of them are very lovely people, and you can be with them. God knows. In another ceremony, a group of Igbos paid a courtesy call to the Godfather in Accra. Afiwo said they are widening their throne. Wahim Kro, wopese wusie, and now we see now widen mu there. Ebeya semu. Yensha another, procession and also a course as far as the kingdom of Igbo no ewo Ghana, their course will take a listen to this.
Mike Ejogu, National President of Oba and Onowu of Angara Kingdom, included the association's executive members and a significant representation of its general membership. They were warmly received at the Obiezioku Royal Palace in Accra, Ghana by His Royal Majesty Eze Dr. Ambassador Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu Eze Ohazurume I, accompanied by his esteemed wife Ugweze Liberty Ihenetu, along with the members of Council of Ndieze, chiefs, and elders of the Igbo community in Ghana.
Waya memba ne kochidoke aburubweni tala bosise neku eza ni jejembe jolu eze birikwo kadinde se kamuke nenyabu neku eze jejembe jenolu.
The leader of the delegation, High Chief Mike Ejogu, lauded Ezendigbo Ghana's exceptional leadership in safeguarding the interests and businesses of the Igbo community in Ghana.
Where central leader, where others in sections. Who do you pack up? They protect the people over there. I am over there. I am on the way to the I got a fire room. Try to make a room to say, I can't who do you hear? Because all the room gets it. United we stand and divided we fall.
Also at the event, and in recognition of outstanding contributions, His Royal Majesty Eze Dr. Ambassador Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu presented the Ndigbo Diaspora Award for Excellence in Leadership to several distinguished members of Oban, including High Chief Mike Ejogu, National President, Akogolo United Brothers Association of Nigeria, Dr. Gideon Chidebere Osi, First Vice President, Chief Dr. Ebere Ozozie, BOT Chairman, and Chief Evans Chukwuka Dibia Emesim, National Founder and Coordinator. Additionally, Sir Kevin Chukwumobi Ike Ukpo, Chairman, CEO of APAMS Limited, was equally honored and recognized as Nigeria's foremost funeral undertaker.
Great. So these are all festival processions. I'm not against all this because these are all rich cultures. It's our culture because Oko America or Britain, all over the world, baby a Ghana phobia, we display our cultural antiquities. Anamebwa. Oko na Ghana for a Britain, Germany, Italy, making women ne ye sakete no ne ade bi sad wono ne ade efe kura ne edi but eno no ye mfa nkodan ekuro ni se Queen Elizabeth Ye ba be run a para kingdom with you here in London. Into therefore be gazette na de na Queen Elizabeth et one o ha and ni say hey e na mu be yi. A white man be want to understand the idiosyncrasy, the very nature of this group of tribe called Igbos. And he was explaining who the Igbos are and what they represent. Take a listen to this.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on.
Great. The operative word in the definition is what? One, dominate. For the other one, I count. Monsa money view, Nagana Funinti.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on.
What's it? Am I the one speaking? No. They love to what? Dominate and monopolize. Their desire is to dominate and monopolize. Now, show some Nigerians started their craft with human trafficking, then later changed the game plan to internet fraud. And the awareness of we knowing who our brothers and sisters, some of them, who they are, we got to know. And their statecraft, were more particularly into what you call human trafficking. When we free on Ancho and on the bar, you can say internet fraud. For example, in Europe, some Nigerians have long sought to shed the African stereotype that links them to criminal behavior. And tonight, I want us to watch some other footprint of our brothers and sisters, not here in Ghana, but elsewhere in Europe. What is the footprint of Europe? Ghana hano yeni anom Nigerians yedi hu omo ade hu omo no eye etutrasem yeku ya to ha omatwati ya yewe ensem basa anka ho. Now they stretch forth their hands into Europe. Into Europe one kra asem wo ho in Europe ede be ekwan omo ankasa edi di omo ankasa hunya ewo Europe wono. I want you to watch this documentary and watch it well. Very scary, very harrowing, and may I say, very disturbing. Viewers' discretion. Take a listen to this. Great, folks. Now, just gone past a documentary. You know, as far as the front line is concerned, we have multiple sources in all our undercover operations. And this documentary was done by Deutsche Welle of Germany. Now, this is where Italy, whereby a group of Nigerians have created a mafia group and they are exporting their own sisters to him for Italy. Na hwese de yesi birimom ye kumbi ni odie mu odin odie o anapa wiane anadwo odie nkoa haden. Why? Afiyemra Ghana share another secret trade. Some of these Nigerians also this time Ghana. And one of the sovereignty of the Republic of Ghana has been what? Undermined by some of these groups. What is that sovereignty? Take a listen to this. then na uhunu then na APA free machines in them. So folks, there are more of such coming. You'll be shocked. In the coming days, you'll be shocked. And like I'm saying, I rather prefer say easy Chukwudi Jude. You must speak to Ghanaians in a manner in which you will help the security services of the state to crack down on some of these our Nigerian brothers womuguha womudin samanienhwe kwan security services no betimi arrest them. Sesi e kase on be sibra is growing beyond bounds. Yeah. Me office here, me PF office here, there are some location me infa for God knows how many months. Me to me infa ho enhwe sa my way in. I can't. Me say basic but o say o share video no according to the video no their Dr. Wella for no organizing e kwen omo operate no e wo Italy no they operate as what mafias. Na mafia for no a group by group even here in Ghana no, what's per my intelligence gathering no HSM sa prostitution and money bebre aba omo ye no womo so omo godmothers o a omo lead then the godmothers also have another link so a chain. The roadmap is not just a chain and it goes like that. So if the Nigerians really want to live with us here, I am begging the Nigerian community in Ghana, please wake up and address some of these concerns and address them very well. Because, look, messages in the crowd here, just say, Kweku, Abro me so aho, Mamma say, meet me, I can 1 or 2. Abena, I'll say, let's say it. I'll say, let's say it, Ghana, we have, Abena, the word is harsh. Or see, we have ... leaders. They don't care about the country. The only thing they know is power. Okay, Mabel, Kamasa, or say they envy us because they don't understand why we often used as what benchmark for comparison. Oh, really? Mabel and Kennedy say, Hajia Jiri, or say what? Okay. Hajia to also say counterfeit, yeah. Amelie also African can never unite with these Nigerian. It's never happened. Okay, William Kweku also this is not so, brother. Ghana must wake up. Okay, Christy and also prostitution must be illegal and abolished immediately because it is the Nigerian women source of what income. We will say, and they are doing some in Ghana. Abena also say, yeah, Abena, you are right. Or see, UAE has banned Nigerians. Don't know why Ghana leaders are preparing them. Ghana leaders, wake up and stop your greediness. Save Ghana. Yeah. I didn't even know, say, part of the investigation via NHS, and you only UAE in Kwam. I think we'll give you the list. And UAE, Canada, I think UAE and other nations be from 18 to 45. I think you have to produce enough money. You are legitimate to enter the country. So many things going on as well. You see, when we now count Donald Trump, when we sanctions are 2 years. Canelo, US visa, 3 months. I remember saying me call for 3 months later, 5 years, and then I say for. Visiting visa no 3 months o ntiene ubetwa kwan ye twa ade asem my mention was say stop the free movement of Nigerians in Ghana. Well say if we don't stop them they would go and bring those then Bakassi boys here and that would be it for Ghana. Minimum almost messages no door so pa here. My main kind just another one be an just me time no. Na me time na so MC Afonso Boko Haram for no so ba. Well say Kwekwanan, my rice is burned. I should have put the stove off before then gluing myself to my favorite TV show. It's like watching BBC with subtitle. Or see, you and your crew are fantastic. My virtual hugs to all of you. Echo Thomas. Hey, Echo. What's that? Baby, I know sounding literaturistics and all of those things. Okay. Where I say, Kweku, some of these Nigerians have always said that Ghana is very easy place. Now I understand. Kwame, they ebaim. Where I say, all what Kennedy said has come to pass. Okay. Good evening, Kweku. You are doing a very good job. Do you remember the South Africa xenophobic attack on Nigerians? All these are the cause of it. Now, I'm going to bring you a video. I'm going to show you in the coming days a video of the Nigerians in South Africa. And easy, and yasam ketwa. Kweku, I am shocked of what is happening in Ghana with this issue of the Igbos. How can we have a country and other man from different country to show us what to do? How is our leaders? Are they still awake or sleeping? How things are even going? I don't think that's the only kingdom they want to do. I think there are a lot of some in Ghana, but just that it's not the Nigerians spoiling the image of the country. Okay, message is please write well. Hi Kweku, the Igbo people eat what? Hammer meat. What do you want to say hammer meat? I don't know what that means. Well, say please, I want to know if Ghana's King Utumfo is aware of these people building their kingdom here in Ghana. Well, I don't know if Utumfo is aware. Hope you are doing well. I am a regular viewer of your program. Well, say good evening, Kweku. I say I have nothing against the Igbo people, but Nigerians in general have the reputation of conquering a whole territory when a piece of space is given to them. They have their right to protect their community in Ghana, but this must be strictly guided by the rules and regulations of chieftaincy in Ghana. My name is William Paddy. Okay, folks, somebody will say loads and loads of messages. Good evening, Brother Annan. May the Lord protect you, bless you. Could you believe when Ghana card was first introduced and Ghanaians were struggling? I met an Igbo who knows me at the office, could not look at my face, collected his, and I, a Ghanaian, was asked to come tomorrow.